the Islanders' end of the season was a disappointment. You talk to any rational Islander fan, they are rightfully annoyed at how the way the season ended.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like they hit a wall at the worst possible time and they couldn't recover.
Yep.
However, there's optimism. Have you looked at their prospect pool recently?
Not recently, no.
I
know right now the AHL, the Devils system is kind of a mess, and I have more. I wish I had more to say about that, but I know we have only a limited amount of time.
No, you're good. You're good. Their top prospects, Cole Eiserman, who's NHL eligible,
mm-hmm.
Danny Nelson, NHL eligible, Kashawn Aitchison, who they love. They love this kid. So much so that the rumored Robert Thomas and Jordan Kyrou deal that St. Louis was gonna talk about before ultimately dealing Braden Shen, Aitchison was on the table, and
mm-hmm.
Darsh said no.
Mm-hmm.
Darsh said no.
Darsh. Matthew Darsh.
Sounds like a seal. A little bit. Darsh. And then they got the answer. And then Victor Eklund, who got called up to play the last game of the season against Carolina, he has a lot of upside to him. They also got Quinn Finley. They got a couple of the defensemen, a couple Russians that are over here from the KHL. The optimism for the Islanders is there. At first, I was like, oh, the Stings, they missed out on the playoffs. The last episode I did of ILBS, I was annoyed. It was fresh off the elimination. But there's optimism here on the island. There really is. The contracts are not too bad. They could make some moves. And I think that this past season was more of a development for Schaefer year. See what you have in this kid. He's going to win the Calder.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here. Kids win the Calder. No way. There's no way in literal, you know what, that anyone else is going to win the Calder other than Matthew Schaefer this year. And this is a evaluation year for the entire team. I don't think out of the 30 players that played on the Islanders this past season, I think half of them get moved.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's going to be a lot of turnover in the club. And I think Darsh is going to go, hey, Scott Mayfield, your services are no longer required here. We're going to trade you to, I don't know, St. Louis or Winnipeg
mm-hmm.
for a bag of chips. Anders Lee, free agent. We'll bring you back out of courtesy because you're the captain and 15 years as an Islander. Casey Zizekas. Love him to death. One of my all-time favorites as a fan. He's regressed horrifically. Adam Pelech and Ryan Pulock, when together and healthy, they're one of the better defensive pairings in the NHL.
Mm-hmm.
Ilya Sorokin was on a warpath for the Vezina this season and then collapsed. I think until the last month and a half of the season, it was Sorokin's Vezina to lose.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some rumblings about trading Matt Barzal. I don't know how legitimate that is. But I don't know, because let me ask you this. There's a little bit of optimism. There's more optimism than people think that there is for the Islanders. There's hope for the first time in what feels like 30 years. And it's riding on this kid, Schaefer. What do you think?
I think there is reason to have hope for the Islanders. You've got a great goaltender in net. You've got a kid who's a defenseman who's going to be your big defenseman, your number one defenseman for a good decade, maybe 2 decades.
Probably, yeah.
You got a solid front forward staff. Sorry, allergies. I have allergies in my
good. I just think
my head.
No, you're good. I'm just thinking of did I ever tell you about the Bo Horvat trade? How a certain number of Islander fans think it's the worst trade in franchise history. Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Have I introduced you to the Mike Milbury era?
Have I introduced you to the Roberto Luongo trade?
Oh
That's all I said. And that's all I said. That was my entire argument was, were you not around? Are you, first of all, you're older than me, this person. Were you not around for the Roberto Luongo deal? You're joking me, right? You know what his argument was? I'm not kidding. They did not give Beauvillier and Barzell enough time to mesh. You had 5 years. And if you had, first of all, you and I are both smart individuals. Okay, more you than me. So. More you than me. More you than me. Let's be honest here. I know my thoughts exactly. More you than me. Let's be honest here. Because you have more hockey knowledge than I do. If you,
thank you.
No, seriously, it's a compliment. If you're an NHL GM and you get offered Bo Horvat for a first-round pick, prospect Ataratu, and Anthony Beauvillier, do you do that trade?
Absolutely.
Yeah. What are you nuts?
Bo Horvat should be a New Jersey Devil, FYI. He should be a New Jersey Devil. Do you know why he's not a New Jersey Devil?
Do tell.
Because in the 2013 NHL draft, in New Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Lou Lamoriello decided to swing a deal.
That was the Schneider deal, right?
He traded that first-round pick to Vancouver for the services of one Corey Schneider.
That was the Schneider deal. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that. Wow, I completely forgot about that.
Yep. But I will say,
that sucks.
If Horvat's not, if that Horvat deal doesn't get done, then there's no Nico Hischier in New Jersey. So,
the butterfly effect is weird.
Butterfly effect is very strange.
The butterfly effect is weird. It really is. But going back to the Islanders, because we go off track as per usual in this program, there's optimism here online for what feels like the first time in 25 years.
There should be optimism, too.
There should be.
There should be. If you're not optimistic about this team, then you need to step back and reevaluate your feelings.
Simple enough. I don't
I live long enough on this earth that I have to step back and correct myself and correct my feelings, not put on the red and black sunglasses every once in a while.
Sometimes whenever I go on Twitter, I imagine these people getting kicked in the nods by Leonidas from 300, specifically 300. Wait, wrong movie. Meet the Spartans, even better.
Oh boy.
Even better. Specifically, Leonidas from Meet the Spartans and not from 300.
No, that dude got kicked in the chest to a bombless pit.
We're not allowed to play that sound here, and it stings, but whatever. It stings. What are you going to do? But yeah, I mean, just continue your thoughts.
No, that was it. That was it.
There should be optimism.
There should be optimism. I mean, like I said, solid goaltending.
Yeah.
Broken. Got a guy you can build a defense. You can build your defense around.
Solid forward staff
and solid forward staff. I need a whistle for that.
You know what you do.
A solid core of forwards, particularly Matt Barzell. There you go.
Solid forward staff.
Make that into a t-shirt. Put in Islanders colors, put in Devils colors. I don't care.
Fish sticks. Shout out South Park.
Hey Kanye, do you like fish sticks?
I am not a gay fish.
No,
we're good.